Hello everybody, and welcome. Welcome back. This is the Iron... Do I call it Iron or Steel? The Steel Nation campaign. And this is the glorious Soviet tank army. I decided, since we failed the last time, I would run it again just up to where the war starts, off camera. And this is the mighty tank force that I have assembled. We have defense in depth. We have a lot of tanks available. I have a good feeling about this one. The cowardly fascist scum to our west didn't even declare war on me. It's now April 43. We have in the field a total of 22,000 medium tanks, 2,000 light tanks, 5,000 medium self-propelled artillery. We have in reserve a negative number of tanks, so I should probably cancel these. We are upgrading to 30 wits, but I think I'm actually going to cancel those so that we have a reserve of at least some medium tanks. Where have they gone? Medium tanks. Here we go. So now we have, about 2,000 medium tanks in reserve. We have a truly godly number of planes currently in the air. What is this? 10,800 planes currently in the air. Let's switch over their missions. Excuse me, can I not turn this off? There we go. And let's burn Germany. Seems fun. Zhukov is redeploying. He'll be there in 14 days. Germany's at war with the Allies. I'm going to declare war for Königsberg, and I'm going to burn this country to the ground. We've gone very similar to last time. We've got rid of paranoia. We have lots of options for, political stuff. We will achieve a high yield, is what I've been doing mostly. But I'm going to save these in case we want to fire some, war-related ones. Yeah, like every hit of a hammer hits the enemy and stuff like that. We've got a lot of factories. I pivoted to military factories earlier. We have 164 factories. We have a pretty sophisticated logistical network that involves quite a lot of level 4 railways and things. And so we've got, all that. We're fully motorized. It thinks we're low on something, but we're not. Don't worry about that. We're making, austerity trains. And as normal, we've got about 125 factories on tanks right now. Slightly more. 120, got 124 factories on tanks right now. Oh, no, I forgot about this guy. Making our teeny little light tanks. Do we even have any light tanks in the field anymore? I'm not sure we do. No, I'm pretty sure I totally got rid of our light tanks. We are still using light tanks for flames. We've just got 3,000 stockpiled light tanks. But, let's justify war. Let's see how this goes. The game is running a tiny bit slower. But that's okay. There's our RPG. And we have researched these. I was thinking of maybe getting mechanized, but mostly I just researched this for the hardness on the motorized infantry. We obviously have had all of these for a long time, and yes, we're getting good planes ahead of time. We've got the best artillery going. We haven't got modern tanks, but we have got the nice mediums. We're not bothering with maintenance companies. I think I will research this ahead of time. And to show you the division, the flame tanks, this is what we're using at the moment. 15 width. We have 88 HP, 23 organization, but 285 soft attack, which is pretty nice. 250 breakthrough and 250 defense. And we are achieving this with this tank. We also have way more armor than last time. 40 armor. Hopefully that will be enough. We'll see. They go at 9 kilometers, these divisions. Not as fast as our old speedy tanks, but good radio and a diesel engine, as well as some riveted armor. Hopefully we'll be okay with the riveted armor, but and improved medium howitzer is giving us a decent soft attack. So let's see how this goes. There we go, back up to full fulfillment. Good. Apparently we lost a bunch to attrition in the last couple of days. Yeah, we do have some guys in slightly low supply down here, but it's not too big of a deal. Where are we going to push first? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, and for some reason, even though we're on historical AI, they just never took Czechoslovakia. Even though, you know, they're at war with the Allies and everything. They just never took Czechoslovakia. It's bizarre. But, yeah, in we go. Let's see what we can do with, how many was it? It was 20 total tanks we've got in the field is about, yeah, we've got 30,000 tanks, 2,000 of which are light. Turkey has cancelled a non-aggression pact with us. That's weird. And yes, they don't appear to be garrisoning the Romanian border, so the Germans, that is. So if they call them in, we should be able to roll through them pretty easily, I'd have to imagine. But, yeah, we'll see. All right. They may still be able to push against us well, I don't know. Our guys still do have low organization. They have a lot of men up here in the north. Also, I did not build any forts this time. No forts. That's right. So, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I suspect, well, but we will see. So, war with Germany. The third 5-year plan has been disrupted. Curse them. I mean, I triggered it, but so we can't really hold it against them. Shall we immediately launch offensives? I mean, I would like to make use of my planning bonus. I think we launch a limited offensive in the north and see if we can make headway there. Let's slow it way down. We have planes. No, we don't have planes active in the right places. Oh god, I cancelled my plane missions at the last moment by mistake. So this is basically just for Memel. That's really annoying. I wish I hadn't accidentally cancelled that. You guys go after logistics in Western Poland. You guys just fly defensively in the Ukraine. You guys fly defensively here. And you guys give me some strategic bombing targeting railways in Western Poland. Okay. I think that means all my planes have missions. Oh, I left some in the east by mistake. Okay. Well, they can just disband for reinforcements. We also have, yeah, 400 fighters and 125 close air support waiting in the wings. Okay. Let's unpause. They are immediately attacking. And they called in Germany. Did they call in Romania? They did. Okay, that, I think, was ill-advised. We're not on this tile because it seems really hard to supply for some reason. So actually, yeah, let's go on the offensive here. I suspect we can just do this. And cross repeatedly all the way across this line, but we will see. Those fights are looking initially good. So yes, are they penetrating my armor? They are not, with their infantry anyway. That's excellent news. So we should be able to completely annihilate them then, if I had to imagine, without them able to penetrate my armor. But we'll see. So, new decisions. Every strike of the hammer hits the enemy. Transport is the sibling of the Red Army. Give me more supply. And the motherland calls... I don't think we need this. Yeah, we don't need this. Don't need more oil. We have a lot of oil production, obviously. More metal. I don't think we need any of these, honestly. Heroes forwards? Yeah, there we go. Division recovery rate and 5 unit leaders will get determined. Good. Did any of our guys get it? Yes. +1 attack, +1 defense on him. And him. And him. And him. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so where we are being hit harder, we'll go a little defensive. But yeah, here we should look at this. We're melting them. Melting them. They can't even reinforce in time. Boom. Get out of Memel. Okay. Seeing how well that went, I think we are going to launch a full-throated offensive. Get me bombers over the Balkans as soon as possible. And we will first push here, because it's over Western Poland. So yes, you have made the mistake of pushing me, which means I can immediately counter-offensive and destroy you. And here, Let's go likewise. We don't need this many men in the mountains. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be very successful. Because they are and we've got, there we go. Oh yes, and intelligence wise, I have good intel on these guys. I should probably put another one on Warsaw just so we can get more intel up here. And we're doing some, you know, some infiltration on Romania and stuff, mostly just to try and get the actual bonuses in the area, lower their entrenchment and entrenchment speed and all that good stuff. Let's launch more offensives here. You can go across. But yeah, looks like tanks only still works, baby. So get in here, and then we probably need to start flying a bunch over Western Poland as well. If we can, that will be good. Exquisite. And yeah, these are the two most important areas, so let's put priority on them. I really don't need Air Force, guys, obviously. Okay, push in there. Leave one guy behind. They have railway guns. I decided not to go with railway guns. I decided they weren't really needed. If they're going to leave themselves that open, I am going to take advantage of it. I think 1 speed is alright for now, actually, to be honest. So I'm not going to push in the north here anymore, past Memel, because I'm going to try and encircle them by coming in to Königsberg from behind. Basically what we did last time, except this time, it's going to work. Tanks only is such a fun way to play. It's so powerful, and you move so quickly. It's just so satisfying. I love it. You should be doing normal attack. I should really do an encirclement here, shouldn't I? Should push to Krakow. Pocket some of these guys against the Czechoslovakian border. There's our Romanian border crossing. We will now go to God, those planes are loud. We will now I feel like I need to turn those planes down. Jesus. Is it ambient objects? We will now go to micro pocket mode, which if you're not familiar with the terminology I use in Hoi, that means we're going to basically pocket 1 or 2 tiles along the front repeatedly, and thereby you guys stop that, and thereby just basically kill their entire army, like you know, 1 or 2 tiles at a time, basically. So that looks good there. Yes, I think I'm happy with these. If you keep going in there and you go to there, so we'll pocket these 3. Okay, in the north, still pressing in. And yeah, they're not fighting me in the air yet. Or they are, but they haven't got very many planes. How many planes do they have? We should have really good intel. Oh, what? I have rubbish intel against them. I thought we had really good intel against them. Okay, never mind. They have quite a few fielded aircraft right now, based on the number of manpower they had deployed there, but... And yeah, little pocket here. Little pocket here. Shouldn't have pushed them out of this tile. That was a mistake, but oh well. It's not the end of the world. Only 1 division assigned on this fallback line. That's a mistake. Let's bring him... Oh, he's from this army. Let's just send him north and expand this army's domain. Lots of people want non-aggression pacts and stuff. I don't care. We're just going to ignore them. Another decision. Ooh, the rush for Berlin. When can I do that? Another nation that's not in a factory with me has to control some German land for us to get this done. Alright, we've got National Academy of Sciences. We're merging our plants, which is helpful. We don't need to do propaganda efforts. War bonds? Yeah, sure, do some war bonds. That'll probably put us at 0. Oh no, of course, because the 5-year plan is still pretty bad. Because I forgot you keep the 5-year plan modifier. But yeah, cruising in here. You guys half go that way, half go that way. Good. Driving them back. Driving them back. And yes, they are going to push in here, but you know, this is how good my tanks are. We can beat them in the mountains with hundreds of breakthrough, 140 breakthrough, trivially. It's pretty nice, you have to admit. As soon as we cross here, and you can support in there. You can come down. No, through here. Yeah, and the other one of you likewise come like this. We'll pocket this section. Yeah. Yep. Total plane dominance is going to destroy them. Excuse me, I need you doing your targeted strat bombing, please. Yes, good. Okay, and we're across here. Good. Yeah, we don't need to do, well, I mean, might as well, really. Do a pocket here. You guys, stop that. I didn't mean to give you orders. And the fallback guys, but they're not on the front, of course, just because they take us over the supply limit if we do. Actually, yeah, don't push in there. Hold that. I need to go speed 2. I forget how long I have to wait before I can halt attacks if I don't go speed 2. You guys coming in here. Let's have one of you go immediately south, in which case just pin them. And yes, pushing in here, and we cannot be stopped. We're going to go through the woods to west of Königsberg, I think. Like so. Good. And just look at this. Look at their organization. It absolutely melts. Each tick we're taking out like 4 or 5 organization. It's insane. We will take more casualties than you normally would. Only 3,000 so far. We've inflicted 130,000 already with no encirclements. Or no liquidated pockets. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But those numbers are going to go up. But we will lose a lot of tanks in this fight, for sure. That's just the way it goes when you play with tanks, because you haven't got much organization. But then having said that... Sorry, not much organization, much HP. But having said that, I mean, they don't have... when we win the fights this fast, I'm not sure that's actually going to pan out. Let's pin them here and do a quick little pocket. Like that. That seems good. Ooh, they've got 12 divisions here. I wonder if I can take advantage of that. Something like... Hold. Like this. I bet we can, you know. Get across here. You guys are pushing in here. And then to here. We are meant to be succeeding in this crossing, so let's add another division there. And yeah, we'll get a bunch of aces, of course. They are beginning to hold us in a few tiles here, but if I can just keep them pinned here, while this lot mess them up, it's going to be good stuff. Those guys are already overrun, and we're already in here. As soon as they lose that, we'll cross, or at least pin, and then we can encircle them from the north. We made much progress already? Yeah, you guys just give a quick little support attack there. There we go. And they're overrun. Nice. This support attack needs an extra tank to keep it going, probably. And look at this, we're winning. They just don't have time to reinforce. And of course, we're doing a load of damage probably from the air. Well, actually, not that much. It's mostly just our glorious tank divisions with their sexy breakthrough values. We're going to keep the push rolling here. And moving towards the Königsberg pocket. These guys appear to be activating some kind of anti-pocketing malarkey, so let's see if we can pin them here. Not with too many tanks involved, of course. Okay, so we do only have 130 days of fuel left, so we may want to start a major fuel import from the United States. Let's double the amount of fuel we have by importing from the US. And look at this, Romania has like no men on the front anymore. Now that we've pulled off all those encirclements, so looks like it's going to be plain sailing down here. Does Poland even link to them? Yeah, through Budapest, right. I was thinking Czechoslovakia might somehow get in the way, but that's me forgetting how geography works. You guys can finish off that pocket now. Good stuff. Coming in there, nice. You guys cross over. Another pocket established here. Don't win that attack. Don't win that attack. That's not the idea here. If you guys push in there as well, that'll be great. Attacks progressing nicely here. Let's keep support attacking. Keep them nice and assisted. Right, good. This gives us some... our planes right now have some pretty nasty debuffs, so... We've basically done most of the focus tree, honestly. I think I will do this again. Yeah, just lower the accidents chance, get more ace generation, all that good stuff. They're being a tiny bit stubborn in the north here, but... And obviously our supply situation is going to become problematic until we can convert over their rails. But honestly, their supply situation is about to get problematic because I'm going to take their capital off them. Let's not mess about with pockets when they're actually giving us some resistance. Let's just push them back, advance this front as soon as we can. Good stuff. Liquidating here. Let's be having another pocket just there. This crossing is looking a little intense, but once we've got this done, we can come in behind it and make it almost redundant. There we go, completing the Königsberg pocket. Good stuff. If I could get a counterattack here, would probably work well. Oh, they actually won that fight. And we can start hitting them all the way along the line, because the pocket will be finished before they have a chance to retreat from it. And yes, we do need to start moving any planes that can have range onto Western Poland on Western Poland, because they are actually starting to contest it. German Reich has activated their broken cipher. Okay. Yeah, they're up to 4,000 planes in the air here, so we do need to get anything we can over them. But as their airports begin to fall to us here, obviously they're going to start really struggling. And I can just push. I don't even need to defend my rear guard here. Fall of Vladivostok. What? Oh, I forgot. Germany had guaranteed... Japan had guaranteed Germany. Okay. Oh, and Germany had parts of India. That's interesting. Well, that's obviously a problem. I was kind of relying on my non-aggression pact with Germany, with Japan rather. So that's interesting. Let's just not worry about that for a minute. Okay, yeah, give me another attack here. What happened to this attack? I'd like that to finish up, please. Okay, and you guys, yeah, just keep pressing through the woods. They can't stop me. They cannot stop me. I just need this fight to finish it more urgently. Let's call off the advance there and just get in this tile. Should reinforce really quick. Yeah, and with 15 width divisions, we're not struggling at all to get our full width deployed on these fronts. This pocket ended up being much smaller than it could have been. Our somewhat hasty attacks to close it appear to have not worked perfectly. Yeah, playing the defensive game here. It's not our tank's forte, but that's okay. We can move some more into position. Darn, they should have kept up that attack really, because they've reinforced a bunch. Okay, you know what? Slight change of plan. All but one. Just go straight to Königsberg. That'll work. Oh, they managed to reinforce it. I was support attacking. Okay, yep. And they didn't manage to get into the battle in time. Nice. Significantly reduce the strength of my offensive here, please. So we can take Königsberg first. Before these guys actually get a chance to retreat there, because that was 28 divisions in that one tile. Another pocket to liquidate. Let's do it. We could also, you know, our guys are mostly out of, well, like half out of planning bonus. We could also just pause and, you know, pause the offensive and get that planning bonus up. And then we'd be in a perfectly good place to mash them again in not very long at all. Let's not carry out that offensive. That's not a good idea. Bring these guys with their supplies fresh and just ram them straight through. Seems good to me. Come on, Königsberg. How close are you guys now? 2 days still. Damn it. Let's come in from the north as well. I'm going to need more men to keep this pin going, though. Get in there. They reorg so fast. Like, what's our reorg rate? Just base. I think it's about the same, isn't it? So that's reinforced. Is there not a reorging rate in these modifiers? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, little pocket here. Get those Bulgarians packing, please. And yeah, once we take Bucharest, their supply situation over here will disintegrate. You guys can keep pushing in. Likewise, so that you're on low orc, so you can hold off for a sec. You just back up the attack on Budapest. Good stuff. Yeah, Hungarians showing up on this front as well. We can probably send more men into the Bulgarian front, actually. Well, not till we've changed over the supply situation. Yeah, that battle is one that we should be able to win. And yeah, ace pilots come and go. Got any more? Haven't captured any air bases yet. The one on Königsberg. Do we know how big it is? Yeah, there's room for a lot of planes on Königsberg. That will be a bit of a game changer here, I think. Okay, good. Here comes a more determined offensive into Königsberg. Should be able to break these guys pretty fast. They're down on supplies as well. Right, and we got some more doctrines available. Yeah, more ground support. We have no land doctrine, which is obviously one of our bigger weaknesses. I'll grant you. Come on, crush these guys. What's going on here? I think the lack of green air is problematic. Are any of these? Yeah, just fly over Poland, even if it's horrendous for you, because there's no fighting or barely any fighting in central Poland anymore. And send some guys closer to the front as well. Okay, and you guys should be redeploying for efficiency's sake. There we go. And there we go. There goes Budapest. That's obviously the death knell for their situation here. Although, of course, they do have the Bulgarian supply hubs not too far behind the front. Let's just shorten our line of it here. Come on, Königsberg. Give up the ghosts. The war really hasn't been going on for very long, it's worth noting. I'm not sure exactly how long, but we are making good headway, even though things have slowed down here. We should really try and pocket these 12. Let's see what I can do. Something like this. A little quick backhanded strike. Encircle their anti-encirclement force, basically. We're getting a little crammed up down here. Let's see if we can make an adjustment here. The other thing we can do is, if those of you that are staying behind could get me a bridgehead into that supply hub, that would be much appreciated. This situation here is a little tenuous. I would like to see this wrapped up if possible. You guys give me some support attacks. Okay, and now here we are at the Bulgarian river line, but obviously we're coming in from the north, so that shouldn't be a problem. How is our logistical situation? Are we negative on mediums? No, we're only going down 30 a day, and that's with none being deployed. So we're losing, we need like twice as much production as we currently have to stay stable on medium tank numbers with the current levels of aggression. That's understandable. Give me more combat width. There's the pocket, which means we can halt this and then suddenly, boom, all of a sudden 300 combat width of tanks, and they're going to melt and take out the airbase. You guys really can't deploy to Western Poland. Okay. Now I think what we do now is, once we've liquidated this pocket, is we focus in on micro-pocketing the Germans. We're already up to 600,000 casualties, or close enough, which is, you know, pretty outrageously good. And there they go, immediately wiped out. Good, so everyone except you can halt. And we actually have a new... Right, because there were two front lines in the north here. So you guys get on this one. And where else are you? You're all just here. Okay. Get on this new front line. And then you guys... One of you do take the tile. But the rest of you, I want you on this front. And I want you there pronto. Oh, we actually took them here. Okay. Vichy French troops are coming in to cause problems for us, apparently. Okay, so that pocket's not going to work because they all retreated already. Okay, let's... Thing is, if we can keep them super concentrated in one tile, it's a big advantage for us pocketing. But I think we're going to take a second, reorganize the front a little bit here, consolidate our victory in the air. We should be able to shoot down plenty of them. I mean, they've got a lot of planes here, don't get me wrong. But, what other air bases could we take that are near the front? Yeah, if we can take Warsaw Air Base. I mean, a crossing into Warsaw is a bit optimistic, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit optimistic. But if we wait a second here, we might be able to make it happen. And especially if we can get a bridgehead further down. And we are going to get this pocket here. Ugh. Damn, should have had these guys pressing that way. Yeah, supply obviously not good down here until we can take Krakow. In the south, we push down here to Constanta. Good. Give me this tile. I believe I had already requested this tile. So, no delays. Just give me what I desire. These tanks, obviously, you know, they're not the best at fighting through mountainous terrain. But the capturing of Mauritania, let's do production quotas. I think it's forced labor, right? That gives you the more local resources. Yeah, let's do that for the fuel. Good stuff. And this seems like a tank in the mountains is bad on defense as well as offense, right? No? Am I crazy? I thought divisions still got their terrain penalties when they were on the defense. We're actually not breaking through here. That seems crazy to me. We had them down to 0 divisions a second ago. Alright, you know what? Yeah, this isn't our front. This isn't our front. Let's move some men from these guys up north. Just give themselves a bit of space. Don't worry about that for a second. I mean, it's only hills, actually. What about if you just get good and cruise through them? Also, what about if you freaking motorize your dudes, which I swear I'd already done, but you seem to have to redo sometimes. Which is going to seriously help their supply situation. Yeah. Come on. Push them out of here. This is absurd. Get them gone. And then here as well. Give me Plock. Oh, damn. I thought I told them to take the airbase. Alright. They've seriously weakened their numbers in the north here. So it looks like Danzig is well within my reach. You guys keep going up like this. You come down. No, just here and then down. And you guys go half down. And the other half. Some of them come across. You go across. Good, good, good. More attacks, please. Never stop. Good. Okay, more national decisions. War propaganda against Bulgaria. Not necessary. Expanding mills. Not necessary. And with the capture of Bucharest, we can also probably cancel the oil imports without too much trouble. And yeah, we're just going to wait for the nodes down here to readjust, and then we can... I can probably do it now already. Send in the second army. They're going to be tasked with Bulgaria. Do you have any traits you want to assign? Yes. You can get Panzer Expert. Yes, please. And probably offensive doctrine. Seems good. And then division recovery rate. Yes, please. That is a huge bonus. He's commanding the... what did I just do? What the heck did I just do? Oh, you can collapse those? I never knew that. He's commanding the vast majority of, like, well, all of the frontline armies of tanks, so... Okay, you guys are breaking here, and I can, in fact, open up 2 new directions on that, so let's do that. Alright, keep on pressing in here. I want to see Warsaw... I want to see the river cross north and south of Warsaw. There is the airbase captured. It can hold 1,600 planes. Here's 1,500, and here's 16. Nice! That should go a long way to turning the tide. They do have 8,000 fighters up in the air here. I'm assuming I still have fighters in reserve. Yeah, 300. So we've lost about 100 fighters net so far. It's not too bad, to be honest. Anyway, just overrunning these guys now. We can advance faster than they can retreat on that section of the front, so that's good. And of course, if this push becomes untenable for them, we can just run it all the way to Breslau, and then their resistance around Krakow is going to be rendered redundant, basically. Let's keep trying to do little attacks around here. push to that river line, just make it a little bit calmer there. And now that we've switched over to trucks, I expect to see a lot of our supply situations get a lot better. Only a couple of them encircled there, but I'll take it. Immediate offensives, please. We don't want to let them get any time to reorganize. Shuffle their troops where they want them, any of that stuff. Push into Danzig is ongoing. Get me a push up here as well, please. They're holding fairly well against some of these, but they do not have the men, and they couldn't control which direction they went because the AI doesn't manually retreat, at least I don't think it does. So they are not where they'd like to be in terms of defending these river crossings. And there is my river crossing north, well, more like west of Warsaw. And there is my river crossing south. Okay, you guys drive north. And let's get that Warsaw pocket established, shall we? Finally won that push. Good. We can just let them chill down here for a bit then. Up here. This attack not going so well. We'll add some more units to it here. You guys clean them out. Good. Okay. You guys cross here. You guys cross here. You guys cross here. And then once we're across this river, it's going to become totally... Their position is going to become totally unsustainable. Once we're pressing in here and basically taking up positions on... That's the Elbe, right? Or is this the Elbe? I don't know. Another ace. Love to see it. We get less of them, of course, because the Red Air Force sucks. But we'll get there. If we could get in from a few more angles on that one, that would be good. Still pushing the back. I'm kind of content to hold in the south. We were mostly only pushed in the south so we could take Bulgaria. Let's just get all we can flying over Poland right now. You guys actually don't have any range on it. You guys... There's nowhere I could really put you. But once we take this airbase, which we're about to, and Warsaw, which is also on, I would say, the cusp. Yeah, press north, press north. Good. You guys, they reinforce in really quickly as well, so then you guys can actually be even more aggressive. Let's try and pocket Lodz. Okay, good stuff. And how's the supply here? It's okay. It's not too bad, to be honest. Obviously, it's going to take time to switch over some of their railways and all that stuff. And they're holding us here, but... Oh, no. Pause. Keep that attack up just as a pinning action. So we can make sure that we cross here. And there's the successful attack on Danzig. If we can try and turn that into a pocket, that would be glorious. This push here should involve these units. Excuse me. Let me give the order. It's resisting. Okay. Okay, there we go. And these guys, yeah, continuing to push south. Which means I could actually punch in here and pocket them from a wholly different direction. Just get Lodz and Warsaw in the pocket. Okay, there's their failed attack finishing. Which means I can do this and this. And that's going to leave Warsaw encircled. Which means we can attack even across the river. And have very good chances of success, I'd say. No! Okay, well, we'll add these guys in. And actually cancel the river crossing offensive. That's needless. Needlessly wasteful. We can do it from this side with no problem. And you guys are all going to just normally cross because you're actually assigned to do so already. Get me a crossing here. And yeah, this push down here looks like it's going to bear fruit. Most of those guys did retreat to here, but even still, looks like they're not going to be able to stop us. There we go. New attack on Warsaw. Much more fruitful. Okay. Meanwhile, this airbase is falling already. The Italians have come up to stop us on Danzig. That's unfortunate. Italians don't really have a front of their own right now because they've handily won the war in Africa. which is unusual. I don't normally see the Axis doing that. I haven't seen commentary on this yet. Is no setback generally considered to be a buff for the Axis? Because I'm experiencing them being quite a bit better than before as versus the Allies. So that's just my 2 cents. It's just the impression I've got so far. Let's add in a bunch of new angles on this Warsaw attack. Let us plug in a bunch more men. We have the numbers on them here. So, and there is the Lodz encirclement as expected. We should be able to close that up nice and easily. Let's not lose any momentum here. Keep these pushes going in the north. So, I mean, taking a look at things, the fight has only gone on. The war has only gone on for, what, is this the first one? Can I see? Yeah, 28 days ago. The fight has only been going on for 28 days. That's pretty good. 28-day advance, taking most of Poland, all of Romania. You love to see it. We've lost, wow, we've actually lost 230,000 men already. No, that's not right. We've lost 60,000. So why is this number wrong? Huh. Weird. But in terms of actual tanks, we've only lost 150. Sorry, there's enemy combat losses. Okay, yeah, we've lost 1,500 medium tanks, more like 2,000 total tanks in a month, which is pretty crazy. Or even more crazy, we're holding a positive amount in storage right now, which is it's pretty good, I have to say. I think we're doing pretty well. I built up a pretty beautiful steel army here. Struggling there, but pressing in here. You guys can come south and add strength to that. Give me the darn airbase, please. It's the most important thing here. And yeah, the air war, it should start to turn our way. Look at this efficiency difference. We've got like 20% extra. What I didn't build... Oh, hang on, no, I did build radar, didn't I? Yeah, so we have full radar coverage here. I think we actually might get the most out of it just by upgrading one of these, rather than trying to build a new one closer to the front. Seems fine. You add in another angle here. Good. South of Warsaw Fallen. Get in there. Okay, and we could still keep pushing in the north, and indeed I think I am going to. I'm just thinking, do I want to keep pushing? At some point, you know, we want to stop and reorganize and get a grasp on situations. What we want to do really is just take maybe the Poznan air base, and then that would be a good moment for an adjustment. You know, a little bit of a cooling off period. New tech. Sure, go ahead of time over Trickerman. Oh my goodness. Stop reinforcing it. Give me that. Is it also a rail junction? Yeah, it is. So that's probably part of why they're fighting so hard for it. They probably, I mean, I don't know, maybe they also know the value of air bases. I don't think the AI valued air bases before. I could be making that up. But I don't believe they did. So I don't think they didn't tend to act like they did in terms of prioritizing defending them. And here I just want to push to the river line if possible. And then yeah, an offensive from Poznan's south would be, well, it would be disastrous for them, wouldn't it? Meanwhile, in the south, give me a bunch more tanks to take Bulgaria with. And you guys should still have an attack plan. All but one, I think, can come down here. No. A few less. There we go. And then once those guys arrive, we should be able to roll over Bulgaria. And I don't really want to shorten this front line because we're already oversupply up here. So I'm just going to leave that as is. What decision do we have available? More merging. Cool. So, do I want to merge in 3 max speed on armor or 3% soft attack? 3% soft attack, please. Because they are not penning me. Was it armor or soft attack or speed and soft attack? I can't believe I don't remember having seen it literally seconds ago. But I genuinely don't. Give me another attack here. Pin them. To keep the road to Poznan clear. You guys just go straight to Poznan as soon as you can. Warsaw Pocket is fighting. It's fighting to its last, but it is going to be its last soon. We've got shorter, slightly less wide combat width than I was expecting. I am attacking it from all angles now. Yeah, 280. Pretty good. We've got a lot of people ready to reinforce. You know what, actually? Let's do the old classic trick. Halt the offensive, restart, boom. Suddenly 320, well 330 with tanks. And now they're all deployed and they are absolutely going down. Look at that. Suck it, Rommel. Ooh, counter-offensive down here. Let's fall back. I have no problem with falling back a bit here if we need to. And we can readjust how we're deploying on this front line. There goes Warsaw. And there goes their air base. So guys from this direction, stop and get back to your fronts. You guys get back in here. Good. But make sure I do still take the city in a couple of hours. And there is the victory in Poznan. Great, there'll be no miracle at Poznan today. Look that up, by the way, if you don't know what that is. Very cool story from the beginning of World War II. Near the beginning, anyway. Liberation of Warsaw. Sure, yes, you can call it that if you'd like. Let's adjust where we've got these bombers stationed. Maybe here. Then on Eastern Germany. Only room for 1,000 planes in here. We'll send fighters because they have shorter range. And I'm going to bring some up from the south. Yeah, this tile would have been nice, but yeah. The fact that we're holding kind of 50-ish% air with this much of a fighter disadvantage is pretty good. Got room for 600 planes in here. Give me these 6 straight in there. We are suffering a defeat here right now. Hopefully this reinforcement will be enough to prevent that. Potential for a nice little encirclement just here. Get across the river and don't let them break out in that direction. Meanwhile, you guys get across here and hit them there. Good stuff. This attack kind of needless. Let's hit him here instead. They've pushed us back a little here, but not in a way that's going to be meaningful. Okay. Good. Could just wrap up the front from the north here, given that they're doing this ill-fated counter-offensive. It's going to lower their org here a bunch. We are just making it out without being pocketed here, so that's good. Hold off there. Give me a new attack plan, please. There we go. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Halt for a second. Good. And I don't know why this front line has got so long all of a sudden. I thought I shortened it already. But let's slim that right down. Get in here. Okay, Poznan holding. Yes, indeed. And they have no men in the north. Looks like they're moving back to a fallback line to me. Let's do the best we can to deny them the ability to do that. Looks like the Italians suddenly left. Now would be a good time, there it is, for a D-Day. Good timing, allies. That's why they've suddenly reduced their numbers on the front. Meanwhile, in the east, Japan advancing, shall we say, a little bit slower than me. They've taken one tile, on like 1 or 2 tiles on our front. Meanwhile, I've taken Poland, more or less. You love to see it. Not too concerned about the Japanese. I think we're going to be able to win the war in Europe before they can actually do any damage to our economy by taking land back there. Good. So begins the push into Bulgaria. Let's keep it nice and tight here. We're going to come in and trying to cross the river as little as possible. Meanwhile, up here, let's just push all the way along. They're not... they really shouldn't be able to stop me now. Alright, and there goes another 400 plane space. Let's get these guys in here. Got to crank their organizational efficiency. And yeah, any of them that can, should fly over here. Also, let's have 600 of them there. Got any other room? Room for one more here. Get in there. A bit of a stern resistance just there. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll just go north and south of it. If they're going to leave gaps in the front, probably, again, inspired by the D-Day. Can you use D-Day as a verb? It's time to D-Day them. I think you can. They're doing a D-Day. I'm sure that's not technically right. I mean, it being a specific event that happened, you know, didn't happen simultaneously in Belgium and Bordeaux, but still. I think everyone knows what I mean when I say the Allies are doing a D-Day. Okay. Got him there. This attack has fizzled out, unsurprisingly, since I suddenly showed up with a whole bunch more tanks. Let's try and drive them back again. And if I could cut in here as well, that would be nice. Ooh, would you look at that? An opening. Pin them while we take advantage. Keep these attacks going. Attack here, please. Yeah, shouldn't have attacked me. Counter-offensives make it too easy, baby. There's that pocket. Oh, no, cross first, cross first. You guys keep them under control. So I thought they were falling back to a fullback line, but now they seem to be coming back in. I guess that was just them desperately trying to not die to D-Day. We've got the like race to Berlin now, right? Oh, it has to be a core of Germany that they've occupied before that will actually activate. July 1943. Not a good year for the Reich. You guys keep pressing in here. Okay, yeah, you lot just don't let that fight be too one-sided there. And yeah, should be able to get this pocket here. You know what? You go and help out the north, because that might actually be where the problem lies here. And then you guys can no. In through through this tile. Come up here. Good. Alright, got him here. Can I just push them straight up? Looks like yes. Nice. And yes, in the south continues to be no real problem. Tighten up that front line yet more. Good. More ace pilots. You guys should be flying from here. If indeed I still want you there. Which I think I do. We short on planes yet? Yeah, we're down 200 fighters and 200 close air support. So actually you guys get deleted and you guys get deleted. Want to make sure we keep our wings in the north fully supplied wherever possible. Good stuff. There's the push in, working nicely. Keep them going back towards Krakow. And then we really should push, I mean, we should be pushing from here to get this big pocket going, but it's just that this is where their resistance happens to be sterner, or rather, it's actually just that my men are now fewer on the ground around here. Let's widen. Well, yeah, let's widen again here. And get the blue guys more involved over here. Okay, and in the south, yeah, continuing to just steamroll through here. Grab that. Good. Alright, yet another pocket here. Just keep the pressure on them wherever possible. Just holding them unable to reorg while the other guys get around here is worth it in my view. Ooh, that's a bit of a risky push there. But look at all these low org divisions, just ripe for the taking. You could come over here as well, and yeah, just get some kind of rearguard attacks going here. You guys aren't even needed in that fight. We're going to be able to kill them across the river. Okay, and yeah, you guys just clear that up nice and quick. Yeah, supply situation still fine, honestly. Not really suffering right now on the supply front. Yeah, get blue more spread up here. That's going to be good. And then, of course, this airbase is going to be another good one for us. Then this one's getting a little close as well. Yeah, let's try and cut east further if we can. Want to prevent them from getting out of this pocket by having a nice wide area to attack from along, so they have to retreat repeatedly, like once after another, rather than being able to just kind of redeploy their way out of the problem. Let's get in here. You guys, if we can get to the coast here, that would be aces. You guys, that was a bit over aggressive. Let's pull him back. Okay, yep. And cruising in here. But no supply, and no supply hubs that close. So that is going to start to be a problem. Let's try and get the front moving just as quickly as possible to minimize the amount of time we actually have to spend and try and keep ourselves inside our supply grace, if at all possible. Excuse me, just 1 second. Cool. Yeah, it's working here. Just keep... I'm happy to throw tanks away here. We're now... Yeah, so our casualties are mounting. The attack is becoming more desperate now. Theirs are mounting a lot faster, though. We've killed 1 million men. But yeah, as the attack becomes more desperate here, and we don't have the planning bonus, we're obviously taking way higher casualties than we were earlier. Still no... Have I over-deployed here? I did. Foolish. You guys... Fall back to here. One of you guys. Likewise. It's probably because we had low numbers in some wings, and I assumed that was their correct numbers. You guys, grab me that supply hub, and that will be the end of them. Basically. As soon as we take Podliv, I think Sophia is not going to be challenging. Yeah, I know it's hurting us, but just keep up the offensives here so that the more successful ones in the north can succeed. As soon as Breslau falls, all of these 3 supply hubs down here will suddenly get switched off, at which point they're going to have a real bad time. But don't let Poznan fall. Hold that. Is pocket closed? Yeah, good. And how's the supply situation here? It's not amazing, but... And yeah, four tanks aren't going to make a difference. So I think we just keep it as it is. It's pretty easy to organize right now. Yeah, come on. Just cut the line at Breslau. In fact, we've already cut the line here now. Nice. Although, yeah, no, they haven't got military access or anything through them, have they? Good. So yeah, so these supply hubs down here are now not doing anything, which means we should start to see huge low supply penalties for these guys starting to tick up real soon. Get in here. We actually need to close the pocket to actually get the kills, of course, but the fact that we've cut their supply means that this area is going to be crumble. Let's start attacks on it, starting with Krakow so we can get the airbase, but also obviously trying to keep it up here as much as possible. Okay, there we go. Got him here. Actually, just follow him all the way back. Don't give him a second to relax, and then we can attack Breslau from the north as well. Nice. It's definitely not as much of a stomp as the previous all tanks thing. That, you know, of that there can be no doubt. But I have to say, it's still pretty successful. And when you think about the fact that this has been going on, this war has been going on for, yeah, I mean, it stopped telling you in exact days, which is upsetting. But okay, so it's the 17th of May. We started this fight on the 17th of May. And yet, we're, you know, pressing on Berlin, basically. Got to admit. It's still pretty effective to use all tanks. Okay, you guys move in nicely. You guys get in here. You guys should play a bit of rear guard action. And you guys, let's cut the rail yet more here than here. Exquisite. And, yeah, got them there. Nice, which means... These guys are kind of even more pocketed, so we'll be able to crush them here. Yeah, you guys, let's do a coordinated start to this fight here. Excuse me. Hold. Okay, go. Good. And we've got the airbase. Yeah, room for another 800 planes. 500 here. 600. Those are high-level fighters, so they don't really need to be this close. 7, 8. Amazing. And we're actually moving out of Poland now. But I think I'm going to keep flying Poland just for a second here. And then obviously we'll need to hard shift over. At which point they will get an advantage in the air. Because we won't have the... you know, the range to have as many over Eastern Germany as we have over Poland. But still. If we can just take Breslau, it's going to all fall apart. They've got like 20, 25 or so divisions down here. Let's try and do whatever we can to prevent them moving any out. Get in here. There's fuel refining 5. Let's just go straight on. Sorry, 4. Let's go straight on for 5. Nice. And yeah, crushing in here. Good stuff. Meanwhile, in Bulgaria, we've taken the supply hub. Hasn't had a chance to switch over yet, which is fair. And yeah, these Bulgarian divisions are just not up to the caliber that we're having to fight in the north. So, not really posing too much of a challenge. Still fighting in the right region. Yeah. Could fly you guys out of here, though. Get you a bit closer to the action. Let's preemptively throw up that improvement up there. Alright, you guys are now without a battle plan. Let's put you here. And hey-ho, the plan is take Berlin. Yeah, a lot of these guys now without a battle plan. Or without one that makes sense. Whoops, I think I just deleted an important one there. Is it your plan? Or whose plan did I just delete? Someone's. Was it the new one? It was. Yeah, the important bit now is just that we get in here. How's D-Day going? Looks like the Germans are actually throwing it back into the sea, certainly in the south. Still holding on up here, but yeah, that weakening of the line due to them launching D-Day was absolutely pivotal to us having the... because you could see we were stalling around Danzig, but then as soon as that D-Day fired, Germany freaked out and started rushing guys back. Not that you can blame them. And yeah, it's definitely... we owe the Allies a debt of gratitude for that one, for sure. Let's see if we can launch some more attacks down here. Never enough attacks on the pocketed Germans. Not that they're technically pocketed yet, but hey-ho. We're getting there. You press in here. And yeah, we're taking heavy casualties because I'm fighting bad fights here, just to try and keep the pressure up. It's very rare that you'll find me fighting fights where we're not, you know, in the green, but I think it's worth keeping a few of these up just to make sure things like that can happen. And now we can call it off and do this in a more methodical way. Nice. It's a good pocket. We took out, I don't know, probably 40 divisions in that southern wrap up there. You love to see it. Going to be able to get a pocket here as well. Stop that. It's a bad fight. Good stuff. How are we doing logistics-wise? Down 1,000 tanks since I last looked. It's never great to see that, but hey, it's only 2 armies holding the front down here. We can pause the attack there at any time, and that will seriously decrease the pressure on our tank production. They're fielding light tanks. Presumably even their light tanks. No, their light tanks can pierce me, but as long as they're infantry. What was their piercing, by the way, out of interest? 17, so yeah, we way overdid it on armor, because we have, what, 40, I think? Yeah, and on the large tanks, 44, yeah. So not a concern there. And yeah, holding them in the south easily, which means we can launch some more offensives here. We are now fighting in the wrong air zone, so let's switch over, anyone that can. But yeah, it's gonna be a really uphill fight, at least for a while here. But that's okay. We can hack it. God, trying to do this with light tanks. I'm very glad I made the shift this run to medium tanks, because this would be a nightmare with light tanks. Call off the attack on Stettin. Ooh, they retook Breslau. Whoops. That's not ideal. Let's see if we can retake it from them. Maybe assistance from this side of the river. That should do it. Yeah. But yeah, the fight in the air is obviously pivotal. Our efficiency is still needing to rise after... we've got an air base in the north there. Still needing to rise after, you know, they have the newly deployed debuff right now. How many did I actually take out of here? All 4. Okay, good. Another some here. Everywhere else is still fully deployed. Yeah, so how many are we short now? 300 fighters. Okay. Let's take out a bunch of them. Just really important to keep your wings full. Air wings fight less efficiently when when they lack planes. So it's not just, you know, not just about numbers. It's actually about this. Yeah, the number in the wing does matter. There's a successful attack onto retaking Breslau. Get in there. Alright. Then one more tile to push him back here to close this pocket out for good. Let's launch that. Simultaneous from 3. Meanwhile, they're doing an attack against me here. Not smart. Not smart at all. They've got multiple combats. Yeah. Good stuff. And now just pause for a second. Well, not that one. That was a good fight. We're going to pause. We're going to reorganize here for a second. Have they finished D-Day yet? No, there's still just the Allies just holding on. And of course, the longer they can hold, the better it is for us. Just keeping them as distracted as they can. There they all go. Good. Yeah, the fact that Czechoslovakia was for some reason out of this made this... we would have been micro-pocketing our way along there. The fact we didn't have to do that is really good. Alright, so... all of a sudden... we have 20% more breakthrough. Surprise. That's not good for them, huh? And now I think it's time to reorganize a bit here. First off, yeah, why am I pushing into Bulgaria again? Like, what was the function of this offensive? I don't know. I don't think there was one. Where are the supply hubs around here? So there's no supply hubs down there. That's not what I meant to press. Okay, so just fall back. This is fine. Fall back to here at speed, and then once they finish doing that, I'll pull the other army out. That's all we need to hold. Okay. And meanwhile, in the north here, oh here, you temporarily go on to him. You in the north. Delete all these orders. Give me a field marshal tank army. Just keep it simple here. Hold that attack. Oh, actually, I do want to do that. And this. Get a really easy pocket on these guys. And yeah, we're struggling. We're struggling in the air. Do not get me wrong. We most certainly are. So after we've won these fights, I may actually stand down the air forces temporarily. I don't want to fall back from that tile. Ideally. Yeah, if I could just win this one. Nice and quick. That would be good. But yeah, if we get the guys more evenly distributed along the front, I feel like we now... Like, how's my intel against you? Must be getting up there, right? Alright, so we got army infiltration on them. Give me more intel on the Germans, please. And who else is not spying right now? Give me everyone on the Germans. I need more intel. You're going down? That sounds so unlikely. So they have... Is this manpower spare? No, deployed army manpower. They have 3 million. Okay. And we've killed 1.5. So we killed like half their army so far. Assuming they're just reinforcing, because I bet they're not out of manpower. Okay, good. There's that. We could just finish these pushes. Yeah, if we can just finish a few little pushes here, finish this pocket, then I would be content. Well, and here, just to get to the river line. I'd be content to pause and plan, because my planning bonus is bigger than their entrenchment bonus. So, if we both take a pause, I'm the one that comes out as the winner once the attack resumes. Good stuff. Oh yeah, and we should also attack from this direction here, of course. Wow, they launched a big offensive here. Okay. Probably because they noticed that these guys were gone. Let's fall them back. You guys strat redeploy, you guys retreat. You guys can... Actually, you probably should hold for a second, but you can retreat. 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 And you can retreat. Good. Yeah, there's no need to push in here. We're not... I mean, once we've got the oil, that's fine. Just stay content with the oil for a second. Alright, good. Taking them out here, and of course, as each division dies, it becomes increasingly trivial to take out the rest of them. Yeah, I'd like to hold this. It's getting muddy. We did most of that offensive. Yeah, it's a good... I didn't realize, but we actually timed it quite well, our offensive, in terms of seasonally. We did a pretty nice job. Yeah, these places need... Yeah, let's do a wave of upgrades here. Because we have the factories. This airbase, that radar is not needed. We could do with maybe one in Warsaw. And then if we could also repair Warsaw's... In fact, yeah, you know what? Once this is finished, we should go to repair. Factory repair. But I want to repair the Warsaw infrastructure. Would be good. So we can build that faster. Because I imagine this will be, yeah, real quick. Good. Driven them back there. Okay. And yeah, this should be... Surely this should be an easy win. Now that we've got all these angles to come at it from. Any other decisions to make? None seem that relevant. Right, another merging plant. Do we want 5% infantry production cost or 5% factory output? Wow. Real tricky decision now, huh? Okay, there we go. We push them back. Let's give it a rest for a second. The other thing we could do, rather than building all these new ones, is just say like, hey, repair all the railways in the whole freaking country. Because there's going to be so many of these that are busted. We could work out which are relevant and which aren't, but I mean, who's got time for that? Oh, we should be paused while I do this, so it'll lag less. And then it's just Warsaw infrastructure I want to repair. Okay. Yeah, let's just crank these out. And also, yeah, planes. Stand down. Christ, this gets a little bit hard to read the screen. Okay, so we have, yeah, the right numbers deployed here. We short more planes again. Yeah, 200 fighters. And it is a shame to delete these fighters, because, you know, these wings rather, because they are trained. But having more full wings on the front is what matters. Now we can go speed 3, I think. Right, meanwhile in the south, let's just make sure this is an orderly retreat. Oh, having some troubles here. Just make sure they're strat redeploying, and we should be able to get ourselves gone in an orderly manner. Really annoying to me that you still can't give the order to strat redeploy to units in multiple armies simultaneously. Right, so you guys are obviously going to have to adjust to here. 2 of you to here. Good. Okay, and supply situation on the front line, actually not that bad, and going to rapidly improve as we crank through all these broken railways for sure. Good stuff. You guys just keep falling back. Now, do I want to keep 2 armies here, or is 1 sufficient? I don't know. I do not know is the answer to that question. I think we'll keep 2 there because supply is the cap in the north anyway. Well, it's very nearly capped. We're actually not at supply cap right now. But yeah, there we go. Much more organized now. We can also take a look at some traits. I'm going to make literally everyone a Panzer expert, I suspect. More or less. And sure. I'm pretty sure these wouldn't be active actually because they're field marshal traits. So some of these guys got promoted to field marshals by a focus, but yeah, slight supply issue up here. Even though this is fully motorized, it's just, you know, we got a lot of guys. But yeah, as the repairs come through, that situation is going to fix itself. Let's get Warsaw going with the radar as well. So once I put the 8 planes back up, it's going to be a big deal. The other thing we could do, of course, is some runway catering, but I didn't use any TAC bombers really, so looks like the Allies have a lot of planes they have active over the Benelux as well, but sadly, Brussels just about to fall. So we should probably launch an offensive roughly now to avoid that, avoid the Germans coming back. But I don't want to. I think we're going to wait. I think we're going to repair this infrastructure first. Yeah, and also I want these guys up north, even though no, I shouldn't. Once we push to like here, I'll probably want them back because the supply situation will become, you know, less dense. But just give me all the extra tungsten, please. No, it's too wasteful. Fine. Okay. Oh yes, did I prepare a No, we didn't bother doing a collaboration government against Germany because it's only once they've capitulated that it becomes relevant. These front lines don't quite look. Why is no one in this tile? It's not quite right. Let's just put you guys there manually. All right. Coolio. So I could launch an offensive in the north. They have worse supplies than me in some of these tiles. And we're only 1 tile away from their Stettin node. God, if we could just take Stettin now, it would ruin their supplies in the south. Because they'd have to feed the whole thing off this one. Ah, dangerous naval invasions. I had completely not considered port defense. Let's move some of these guys to what I consider the more likely naval invasion spots. And we only have 1,000 medium tanks left, but that's okay. And yeah, the supply situation is getting worse across the front as they probably bring guys back over. They're actually making headway. They were down to just Brussels, but they're actually making headway breaking out of it. That's funny. Okay, so now I think we're going to do much more focused attacks. So what's step 1? Take Kustrin. How do you say that? Kustrin. Step 2, cross at Kustrin, go up to Stettin, and probably simultaneously with that actually, little pocket down here, because these guys are looking eminently pocketable. And new doctrine. More ace generation chance and air wing experience mission gain or mission air superiority. I think air superiority is the easy pick there. And now that we're on the front line down here, we can adjust again to just be an attack plan and an attack plan. Good stuff. But yeah, hopefully we shouldn't have to push through here. How you doing, Japan? Still making very slow progress. Progress, sorry. We got that radar up yet? Not yet. What's our radar coverage like in Eastern Germany anyway? We've got radars in range 37%. Presumably they have radar as well. They actually don't. Okay. I don't know what the max you can get from radars in range is. But I'd say we're pretty close to full coverage. It's going to take a while for this to be built. I think we shouldn't wait. I think we should launch back into it. We've got all our men ready. Oh my god. All the planes that can. Deploy here. Are we fully stocked in all of these air bases? Not quite. Can fly from here. Any others? Yep. Any others? No. Okay. You guys and you. Eastern Germany. Boom. Suddenly air superiority was achieved. And we have obviously bad mission efficiency because they've just started. But that's going to increase. And the airbase is overcrowded. Where? Whoops. Take one of the Cass wings out. They have a tiny bit of range from here. Whereas actually fighters don't, so let's put Cass in here. Our older Cass don't have the range. Any that can. Any that can. Okay. No, you guys can't, so you can fly down here. You guys also can't, so let's have you fly down here. Okay. Now, with all the superiority we're going to get achieved. Where are my Cass, by the way? No active support planes? Oh, maybe because I'm not attacking yet. But yeah, with the number of planes we have in the region, we actually don't need radar, I think, because we have... So maybe the radar are completely redundant, but... Anywho... Here's the main offensive. Here... And here, to start with. And also... Come on, it's a planes tile. You can't keep a planes tile from me. Winning all the way along right away. Crushing them in the plains. Harder work in the woods here. Nice. Shot down one of their aces. And yeah, look at that. Look at the speed at which they were forced to retreat from that plains tile. Absolutely absurdly great. And we'll weather the storm. We have as good defense as we have breakthrough right now. So it's not like we need to be 100% of the time on attack. But I think this, though, could be a really nice attack. Grab the Turkish operative. Let's keep going in here. You guys, that attack is not going to last, so go straight in here. Good stuff. In we go. Cannot be stopped. To Dresden. Let's keep these guys coming up north. Good, good, good. In we go. Alright. Launch that attack. Alright, it felt right that things were going really quickly, like we're making amazing progress. We were on speed 4. Give me construction repair, please. Although actually, we finished repairing, so don't do that. Instead, give me maybe probably better air stuff. Ground support 10%. It's pretty nice. Or more ace generation. Yeah, give me ground support 10% seems really good. Look at this. Even attacking from one direction, just one of my combat width just sheerly outclasses one of theirs. If we could pocket all this bit, that would be nice. In fact, we actually kind of shouldn't have attacked this tile there, really. I mean, it works because we're pocketing this one, but could maybe have pocketed all 20 of these divisions if I hadn't done that. Anyway, still got a nice pocket here. And here, once these guys finish. Boom. Wipe them out. None of that. I'd like a pocket here as well. Yeah, look at that. When you give yourself a second to reorganize and repair some railways, they have no chance. Absolutely no chance. Get in here as well. Stettin's defenses are being weakened to try and prevent this. Not smart. Now, there's a weird thing. I'm not sure this actually will destroy their railway gun, the fact that it's encircled. I think I've seen a railway gun get captured once. But yeah, see, I think it just teleported. Like it's currently in this province, despite the fact that I own it, and it was just here. So I think railway guns can't be encircled, which seems kind of ridiculous, but I don't know. They should be really hard to encircle because they're, you know, easy to move quickly, not because they just have some weird, like, block on it being possible. We're not going to go into Stettin, we're going to go through the south. It just seems easier. Get that pocket liquidated, please. And yes, this front line is... I'm not going to weaken it. I was thinking of taking one of the divisions up north, but I think this is only just sufficient, really, to prevent them wanting to launch there, so... Okay, heading on towards Dresden. No, actually. Stopped the offensive there. Alright, get a pin here then, and we'll try and move up here. More guys to move in here. We could have this play out a bit better, that would be good. Got him there. Oh, hello. We moved a bunch of men in here. Show them the error of their ways. Weaken the offensive here, and then loop around them. Right, and yeah, if we could have them... Oh, sorry, no, all 10 here. And yeah, again, we're going to need to pause to review the situation, but I'd like to take this supply hub first. Also, hitting there is going to prevent them reinforcing in here, so let's do that. You guys can support up north. Okay, what's this? Ace pilot. Yes, whatever you say. Give them another whack from all directions there. They are doing some not untravelling pushes across the river there, but that's okay. Even if we had to fall back on that river line, it wouldn't be an issue. Alright, another 1,000 day base. Nice. You guys. That's 9. So I can take 7 more. There's 5. You guys probably flying at just truly awful efficiency. So get you in here as well. Nice. Yeah, they still outnumber me pretty badly, but we're holding. I need to hold this tile, really. Get in there. Get up here. Relaunch this offensive. Nice. Launch it all on the same day so we can get the max combat width in there. Good. And then it's just this tile, but it's incredibly heavily defended. Thing is, it doesn't matter how heavily defended it is, if you can just burn through them before they get a chance to reinforce. Oh, we got some overruns there. Nice. Yeah, let's just burn this tile down. I don't care how heavily defended it is. We have the ability. D-Day, I can't believe they're still holding in Belgium. It's absolutely unreal. Alright, see if we can clear this out. Preferably before they reopen the pocket. They're trying hard. Yeah, no, don't throw lives away. Let's hold that. We just closed like 3 or 4 pockets. There's no need to be hasty here, trying to grab the supply point. We can just pause a second while we boom, boom, boom. Love that new animation, by the way. Yeah, now just everyone just halt a second and then reorganize. God, this front line's getting so tight. We're putting 24 divisions in 1 tile down here. I don't think the supply system is gonna love that. Okay, 2 tiles still. But yeah, let's take a second to reorganize and yeah, once again, planes just cease flying for a second. God, we took some heavy plane casualties. Down 400 fighters. It's okay. We have the fighters spare, but you know what? Give me another. Yeah, double my factories on fighters, please. That's the next priority. The new radar in Warsaw's going up. It's going to take 2 upgrades before it actually gives us the kind of coverage we're looking for. Losing some of these defenses means, unfortunately, the freshly replenished planes will need to fly again. Also down just 17 close air support, but let's nip it in the bud. Okay, good. Just get these numbers. Okay, there we go. Green air. They're withdrawing fighters, probably in reaction to the fact that I just withdrew them. Ooh, and they've seriously weakened their defense of this tile. That, Mike, was a grievous error. Oh, they seem to have realized they're trying to reinforce, but it's too late. Suddenly, boom. See, that's what happens when you take your airplanes away for a second. The AI is just like, oh, I don't need any planes here. Okay. And then you just suddenly win all the way along the front, almost instantaneously. Look at that. It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. I mean, they'll come back, obviously. They're back now, but it's long enough. Long enough to suddenly advance a bunch of tiles that were previously real toughies. Alright. You guys keep on keeping on. We've got so many divisions in one tile. Looks like it's time to take Berlin with a massive offensive from north, south, and east. Look at that. The death of Tsar III Boris of Bulgaria. Heart failure. Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty concerned for my heart in a situation like this as well. I mean, look at the freaking numbers we have in here. It's absurd. I mean, look at this. The push for Berlin consists of like 45 tank divisions. And there goes Berlin. Nice. An unceremonious victory in the actual Battle of Berlin there. Boom. Berlin is ours. And as is shortly is Stettin. As shortly after that is Dresden. They are, I mean, they're fighting us on a couple of these tiles. We're taking a lot of casualties. It's because our HP is so low. If you're not familiar with how HP works in Hoi, when you take damage, you lose a certain amount of HP, and the percentage of the HP lost reflects the percentage of the men and equipment in the division that are lost. So because tanks have really low HP, they tank divisions, that is, they take very heavy both manpower and equipment casualties. We're still holding though. The number of medium tanks has actually gone up. We're producing just, you know, whatever it is, like 60 a day or something. 41 a day now. And the number is only going up. Thus falls Dresden, Stettin, and Berlin. Boom. What was our objective in this game? It was take Berlin, wasn't it? Or were we going to try and do, like, amphibious invasions of London? We're probably not going to do that. I can't remember if I originally said we were going to, but I think we're not going to do that. We definitely could, don't get me wrong, but I think I've seen enough tanks for a while. I could do with a normal I could do with a normal campaign. Yeah, don't stop. Let's keep the party going here. Just insane number of tanks per tile. Freaking 12 tank divisions per tile. What are they gonna do? I mean, got room for another 1,600 airplanes here. And there they are. Boom. Watch the efficiency suddenly rise. Darn, they shot down my ace. How dare they? But yeah, the numbers, even in the numbers in the air, are beginning to swing in my favour. Look at that. Just absolute full frontal offensive. Still my favourite Hearts of Iron themed metal band. Alright, into Magdeburg. What time is it, by the way? Should I be stopping soon? I should cook at some point. Alright, you guys come in here. Give me Leipzig. They want to provide a bunch of free equipment. Sure. New decision. Probably just the war propaganda. Ace pipe promoted. Enemy ace shot down. Good stuff. And now we don't have to worry about encirclements now. We just have... We have the men. We have the technology. Nothing can stop us. Getting those really early... The interesting thing, though, actually, these days, is when you upgrade tank chassis, it doesn't matter that much. It doesn't make a huge difference. It's just a small boost. Oh, hey. Okay, so we did capture a railway gun. I do not know how that works. Anyway, let's attach him to, yeah, this one. Oh, no, sorry. The orange one, this one. Ah! There we go. Get him helping out in their offensives down here. I guess you have to overrun, not pocket him. Which is bizarre, because normally those two mechanics are... I believe functionally identical in other ways, in terms of what actually happens when the unit is overrun, because it is overrun, the unit, when it's pocketed. I mean, you know, once you close the pocket. And yeah, now we're just steamrolling them. Obviously, they have no response at this stage to the number of tanks that we're sending. And Japan, you know, sure, they took a bit of our, a little bit of our steel and chromium in the east. You're welcome to it. And it looks like they're making a bit of a better breakout of Belgium now. Probably now that they have German supply lines getting ruined by the loss of their capital, won't have helped the German efforts to hold back D-Day. Alright, let's have a massed tank river crossing, please. You three can just rush up here. Good stuff. Crush in there. Crushing you. Alright. Honestly, I mean, I'm really tempted to just activate the battle plan, but there's no reason to activate a battle plan. Or there is, but the only reason to activate a battle plan is laziness. And it's always a bad idea. So let's not. 600 here. You guys, come on in. Come on, Germany. The time has come to surrender to the 5 Panzer experts who are currently cruising across your land. Now is the time when, you know, elements of the German army start to surrender independently, I think, while the Nazi pig dogs at the top continue to convince themselves that Endsieg is just around the corner. But oh, actual D-Day in the appropriate location. Cool. Ooh, hey, German medium tanks. Cool. Let's see how their medium tank divisions are compared to mine. Hey, not bad. Not bad. 300 defense. That's respectable. Not good enough, of course. But then just about nothing would be against the scope of the offensive I'm launching against them now. Let's switch these guys over. And some of these guys as well. You guys can fly over Western Germany. But we don't need any, so anyone... Yeah, no one here has range, really. Over Western Northern Germany. Although we've got Kiel now, so we can put 1,000 planes in there. Boom. That'll help. The other thing I could do is just wait, get planning bonus, and then steamroll the rest. But they're so weak now. Oh, it's not going so well, huh? Hold that fight. Wow, they really don't have as many... They don't have nearly as many supply depots in the... Well, I mean, it's about the same, actually. I was going to say they don't have as many supply depots in the west as they do in the east, but it's actually... The numbers are quite comparable. You guys, I have a new plan. Take Copenhagen for me. Yeah, get me Hanover. Get me here. Get me a river crossing. And Castle. Castle is not a supply hub. Cease any unsuccessful attacks. Get me more angles of support on that. Come on. How much orb do you have? Can't be much. Yeah. Grab Nuremberg. And here. And then we will we'll take a sec to reorg and replan. In fact, you know what? Can I do a staff office plan? Unfortunately, that will cost 140 command power, which I don't have. Unsurprisingly. Okay. You really didn't have time during all of that reorganization to actually do a pocket here? Like pocket my guys in northern Denmark? Embarrassing. Oh, hello, Italy. Whoops. That's unfortunate. I don't have any men to rush deploy. I guess these guys will have to be enough. 4 divisions! Go, men, go! You. Get to Leningrad. And then surface fleet. I did actually organize it. Convoy raiding in the upper Baltic. With the whole lot of you. All in one go. Go. Convoy raid away. And here, I'll give you some strat bombers to help. What happened to my naval bombers? Here they are. Let's just help you spot faster. There must be some enemy convoys here, since they have, you know, ships in the region. I don't think I'm going to get to Leningrad in time. Especially because I just diverted the tank that was meant to do it. But it'd be ideal if they didn't get Leningrad. Not that it actually matters, obviously. And don't know if you've noticed, but this isn't exactly a min-maxed build that we're running right now. Let's give them a sec to reorganize the supply along the front. Oh, what the heck? They're holding here? Really? That seems so unlikely. Are you really not finding any convoys here? Oh, it's because it's so slow. Detach the subs. And then split this up. And give him a freaking commander, man. Not the one that's capped by Stalin. Come on, there must be some convoys to find up here. How about you raid the lower Baltic and the Danish belts as well? Okay, there's some in the Danish belts. Along with some mines, apparently. I wonder if I'm going to be able to fight these guys back with 4 tanks. If we could have held Leningrad, I think the answer would have been yes. Excuse me, you should be start redeploying. Because we could have just taken the ports, just Navarre and Leningrad, but now they've pushed in there. I'd say it's unlikely that we can do this with 4 tanks, but I don't know. We might still. These guys have stopped, so we'll see. Okay, found some convoys here. Drive them out of there. Got research, but honestly, at this point, I think I'm okay to just do this. Okay, still oversupply here, but got planning bonus coming back. And yeah, we're obviously not going to switch over to fighter 3s. That would be a bit disastrous at this stage. Need some more tungsten, please. And yes, there's Navarre. They're still going. Oops, don't turn on night mode. And there's our Cass. Take these guys out. You can take them out and then them. Good stuff. Excuse me a second. Ah. Excuse me. Not that you heard me sneeze, but excuse me regardless. I don't know why they're holed up in Copenhagen so much, but sure. You guys, I can't give them an order? That's really weird. Can I give you an order? No? Well, here, switch you out of this army. Why isn't my shortcut key working? Shortcut key for C, this is C, right? Yeah. C. Oh, now it works. Bizarre. You guys, head on up here. In case we need you. So still suspect we'll be able to do it with 4 now, but we'll see. They've got forts up here in Estonia that they're taking up positions in, of course. But yeah, once the supply situation is repaired, I think they won't have a chance. Ooh, we short on tanks? No, these guys are just low on supplies for some other reason. I guess they just haven't had time to reinforce yet. Well, they do have ships present in this region. Of course, it's the Italians that we're actually after. Italian convoys, that is, that we're actually after here. Nice, got to Leningrad in time. You love to see it. They'll have plenty of supply, obviously, because probably still, even though we've got, you know, they've got no ports now. Because they, just from local supply, basically, because they don't have the, they don't have enough men there to actually use up all the local supply. God, that's such an inefficient way to fly them. I guess we will try and take northern Germany, because that's where we have air superiority right now. Don't have as many men up here, though. Oh, look at that. Even a heavily outnumbered we can crush in. Lovely jubbly. Very nice. Alright, another ace pilot. Love to see it. Taking out some convoys. Where are the Italian convoys, man? Come on. They're deploying planes against me up here. Cool. If we can draw away some of their planes, I'm not objecting to it. Excuse me. Alright, push in here. Yeah, just ease in green air. It's just easy life. Dude, honestly, even not in green air, it looks like it's pretty much easy life. Yeah, let's try. There's only one reason to activate a battle plan. Because you're lazy. I'm lazy. Before we activated the battle plan, we had a casualty ratio of 5-to-1. That's pretty good. And we managed to push all the way to Hanover and Nuremberg in 4 months. Not bad, though I say so myself. Not too shabby. And I said they were going to have plenty of local supply. They're not if they're going to let me just walk in behind them like this. The AI loves VP rushing even when it leaves them extremely vulnerable. And yeah, I'm going to put them on... I'm leaving them on attack, but I'm leaving them on balanced, so they're not going to take, like, stupid fights. And we did hold down here in the end. Had to fall back, but did hold. Oh, hello. Nice. You really... It seems to me like convoys do way too well against surface ships. Like, if this fight actually took place, the convoys would sink in half an hour. All of them, I feel like. The amount of firepower a surface ship can bring to bear is, you know, versus a civilian vessel is unreal. I feel like they should, because the convoys seem to get away from surface ships. I mean, sure, if the convoy is faster than the surface ship, that makes a difference. But, I mean, they're not, generally. They shouldn't be, anyway. Certainly not on my destroyers. You know, it's only going to take, in all likelihood, you know, one torpedo. And they don't even need to do a torpedo. They've got, you know, massive long-range guns they can just blow them up with. I don't know, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe they just kind of constantly over-penetrate the convoy, even with their, like, HE shells or something. But, I don't know. I think we can go speed... Oh god, we were at speed 4 already? Okay, well, we'll stay at speed 4 then. Game's just not running so hot right now. I do think Man the Guns has slowed the game down quite a bit. But hopefully they'll optimize for that going forwards. I imagine that's likely. Yeah, supply in the south becoming problematic, but Frankfurt will help here, and then yeah, Munich will help down here. Let's halt the battle plan for a minute here. Give them a chance to adjust. And yeah, now suddenly we're taking significantly more tank casualties. Yeah, where's your local supply now, Italy? Ooh, have enough for doctrine? Yeah. Plus 15 organization. That's giving me like an extra 5 organization every division. Pretty good. Good. Let's neaten up this front line somewhat. And also, get a pocket up here. Good stuff. God, they melt when they don't have air coverage. We're pretty much out of here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any others? God, there really aren't many others. Ouch. But there we go. Bunch more down here, and they're running out of air bases as well. Excuse me, get in here. Alright. Hold off. Hold! There we go. Multi-attack and they should get him. Are we pushing in here? Yeah. Sure, take Amsterdam. Why not? Good stuff. Sorry, I know I'm getting a bit tired. The commentary is suffering because of it, but hey. I've moved a lot of tanks around in the last 2 hours. We should be pretty close to cutting their rail line. I mean, they will be able to connect up through Italy and stuff, but it's gonna be worse for them. Ulm was holding for a second there. The proud city doing itself justice. All right, and there's that pocket established. Cruise in on them from the north, please. Good stuff. Yeah, struggling in Ulm. Okay. That's alright. We'll get some more angles on it, and I'm sure that'll be fine. Can any of you reach down here? No. How about you guys? Yeah, you can. So I'm not going to bother consolidating air wings again, because we're so close now. What are they at, surrender distance-wise? God, you really have to... Well, I'm sure the Allies felt similar frustration to this, but you really have to push them all the way, don't you? They seem to be deploying more and more medium tanks as well. I'm glad we didn't wait another, year or whatever to launch the war. They seem to have stepped up the quality of their production. Frankfurt falling is going to be a pretty big victory, though. Railway gun doing what he can to help here. Those fights are not going so well. Might need to replan up there. Okay, now Ulm from 3 directions. Even the mighty Ulm can't withstand that. Time for Munich. Good. Joan has broken our ciphers again. Wow. They have really good decryption. That's impressive. I want to take like half of these guys and send them up here, but I don't know. I think it probably would be a good idea. And the southern D-Day has not been successful, but they've recovered a bit in the north. That looked a bit like a nuke going off. A bit early for that. Wow, 10 divisions here in Essen. Should still be able to get them. With time, you will know the tragic extent of my tanks. Yeah, should be able to beat him back now. Got 800 defense though. That's substantial, don't get me wrong. I would like this airbase, but it's not worth pushing through here, where we can capitulate them and never take that land. In my opinion. And yeah, once these guys reinforce in, that fight's going to be all the more advantageous. And Frankfurt's going to help our supply situation there a lot. As would Stuttgart. Ulm has fallen. Surely you should surrender. Now that Ulm has fallen. We don't really want to border Italy, so we'll probably hold ourselves short if we end up getting close. God, look at all these convoys are sinking up here. It's great. My Baltic. You can't have it. You are not allowed in my Baltic. You two. Get down here. And more air doctrine. More air superiority and 20% agility for close air support. That's pretty darn good. Hey Switzerland, now's the time. Join the Comintern. You know you want to. We'll let you have all the referendums you like, I swear. Oops, I didn't mean to actually cancel this wing of the offensive on Essen. Well, now that I've accidentally cancelled it, let's actually cancel it. So that we can simul launch. Is there a word for that? Simultaneously launching? Probably not. Simul launch. You guys hold off. Once Essen falls, well, no, Cologne also has supply for them in there. I was going to say it was going to hurt their supply, but it's not really. Alright, give me Innsbruck. That's a victory point. Then it's time to start the offensives into Austria. But those are pretty nasty, so maybe I'll try and find another avenue to do it without having to cross a river as heavily guarded. God, they're becoming stubborn here in the north. I think it might be time for a pause and plan. And an air wing stand down. Let's just, oops. Kill a couple of these guys down here so that we have more fulfillment on these ones. Yeah. Call off the existing attacks. Ones we're losing anyway. Well, apart from this one, come on. Really ought to be able to win this. In 3 directions against 3 infantry, come on. Wow, we're still short planes? Yeah, 800, holy heck. Okay. Well, these ones with no coverage can go. How are we looking now? Now we're already short 200. Alright, and I can make that up from the Balkans. Good stuff. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Yeah, hold the attacks a second. Let's repair some infrastructure. Get some planes in the area, and then we'll head back into it. Looks like the Allied invasion is still not succeeding. I thought they were going to pull back and succeed there when they launched their second invasion, but looks like no. Oh, hello, excuse me. Just win this freaking fight already. Come on. We've got like a 40% width advantage, and they're not using glorious Soviet tanks. There we go, finally. Now, no reinforcements. Yeah, illegal. There we go. Alright, speed 5. Still short support fighters, rather. Close support. Close air support, that's what I'm trying to say. No more lend-lease from the US, no. How dare they? Okay, and the fighters can fly from here. All over Western Germany. Is Cologne in Western Germany? Yeah. Okay, just chill for a second here. How goes our planning bonus? It's getting there. In fact, it's practically full on everyone now. But we'll give them a couple more days. Okay. Now. We're 1 or 2 more days. Okay. That should do it. You lot. Burn them. Suddenly, air superiority. Slow it down. And launch all the way along the front. Especially here. And ideally here. But that one's not going to work. Here and here and here and here and here and here. Everywhere. Boom. Not all of those being fully successful. But push on Essen's looking pretty good. And yeah, now our planes are active and theirs aren't. They'll take a while to adjust. They'll have the debuff from like recently entered the air zone and all that when they do arrive. Hold that, hold that. There we go. And that's going to help actually. Sure, do this ahead of time even though we're never going to get there. Better recon, better entrenchment, sure. Okay. I thought I told you to not do that. Okay, good. Breaking them all the way along. Exquisite. Keep it going, keep on keeping on. Wherever possible. And there goes Essen. And here goes Cologne. Should I fight both these or just win one of them? I think I'm going to fight both of them and then win both of them. I believe in the Air Force. Yeah, they're fully back here now, but still. Got Stuttgart. Nice. And yeah, push them back here. See if we can cross here now. Let's see. Come on, allies. If you could pull your weight a bit more than getting freaking Dunkirked, that would be be mighty helpful. The distraction earlier was good. We need I need a better show than getting kicked out of Dunkirk again. I'm not sure if they did that this game, but you know what I mean. Come on, Germany. Give it up. It's time to surrender. I could be even more kind of fallbacky here. Readjust to that front line, and then I'm going to take the other army and use it to help me win Germany. Doom, doom, doom. Time to close in here. Oh yeah, Cologne not going so well, but we won the southern fight. Call these off, call these off. We want to win stomps. And yeah, once again, like as soon as their planes show up, just go out for like 1 or 2 sorties, and then as soon as their planes show up, just stop flying. We're doing hit and run tactics in the air. Good stuff. Which army is this order belong to? Probably the wrong one. Retreat. You. Retreat. Good. Should all strat redeploy. And yes, we'll lose the fuel, but that doesn't matter. We can get it back. If we needed to get it back, we could, and we won't need to get it back because we're going to capitulate Germany soon. And then we win. Okay. I'm going to wait for the new guys. To start with, I'll just put them on the whole front. So it's not quite as disruptive when I add them to the field marshal order. Why can't I strat redeploy them? Or rather, why can't I strat redeploy all of them? It's weird. Anyway, Panzer Expert for you. Any other general traits to be given out? Doesn't look like it. And yeah, now this new shortened front, we have basically the same number of tanks per tile as we did before, so should be fine. Planes more or less reinforced, and we have enough room for another 600 fighters here. Should give us much nicer coverage. You guys probably fly from here. Good stuff. And we've finished that Warsaw thing, which does indeed give us pretty much full coverage of the south here. Good stuff. Bunch more repairing to be done. You see how the AI I mean, obviously we're doing a weird game, but the AI feels a lot stronger in this patch. Normally, by normally I mean, you know, in previous patches when you've driven them back this hard, they just completely implode. They have no way to regain strength against you at all. That said, we are fighting a Germany that spent like all of 1940, 41, 42, and half of 43 purely building. Why do these guys keep stopping? Strat redeploying. Purely just building equipment and like not fighting anyone on land at all. So this is a very strong Germany to begin with. So why are you guys not strat redeploying? It's weird. Like normally the reason that happens is because there's a fight taking place in the tile they're trying to move to, but that's clearly not the case here. So I don't know why they keep stopping. Anyway, you guys delete all orders and delete that order, and then you guys just frontline the whole thing. And just give a generic attack order and then shuffle around like mad for a second. And we need to wait, ideally, for a supply bonus on these guys. We still have some planes here, but not enough. And there's our 10%, just base 10% mission efficiency is really nice. Also get some bad weather penalty could be good. Ooh, with some more air range. Seems better. Apparently I have more naval invasions incoming, but... Ah yes, I could also get... I could remobilize this slot, couldn't I? So less one of you can join this guy. And in fact, not less one of you. And then are we full? Whoops. Are we full now? Not quite. 2 more in here. Good. Okay, so to win this war, we need another 8% of their victory points. Give me more ground support, please. Wherein lies the easiest 8% of their victory points to take? Vienna seems like it's going to be a slog, but we probably do have to take Vienna at some point. I don't know. Allies, do another Dunkirk, so to distract them for a second, and then I'll finish them off. I think what we do is we cut them in half here. I think that's step 1. So, planes, take to the skies, get mission efficiency, which puts the average mission efficiency at 83, pretty good. And then hit them all the way along down here. Good stuff. Oops, sorry, scrolling the window while I click from the other screen there. British Malaya has finally capitulated. Wow, that's been a long time coming. Just push them all the way down here. We are going to be pushing through West Wall here, but that does not scare me, frankly. And yeah, I'm not sure what this is going to do to their supply situation when I cut this railway line here, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Well, actually, there's only like a this would be the connection. Well, no, it would be here, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's a big railway connection all the way around, so it's not really going to make any difference. But there they are, cut in half. Pretty successful. And they are reorganizing frantically in this area, so let's take advantage of that to get some crossings done. Trying to avoid fighting the Maginot Line, if possible. Because in my experience, that's a bad idea. And yeah, these guys are going to reorganize into 2 Field Marshal lines, which I then can't give orders to, it looks like. Okay, let's delete this. And do some manual stuff here. We obviously have to hold Munich. Or it's a, you know, that's a big victory point. Alright, push them here. You just, well, that should be fine. Let's at least send one of these guys. Fine, you guys back them up. Oops, sorry. Good stuff. Free dockyards. Do not care about naval dockyards. Give me a bunch more subs in Leningrad. Oh, I've got a bunch of guys up here by mistake. Are you the ones I failed to reassign? It's weird that there's this front line here I can't delete. If I send them off and then in, will they now go to the right place? Bizarre. At least I can give these guys a fallback line again. Okay, and then obviously Cologne. We need Cologne. So let's see what we can do there. Maybe a crossing south of Cologne? No. I really wish you could cancel battles immediately rather than having to wait whatever it is, like 2 or 3 hours before you can. That's not going so well. Probably because they're back in the air again. Although, here's another room for 600 planes. Come on in, and then there's another one here, which we'll have momentarily. Which will be nice. Is it in this tile or this tile? This tile. Bottom, 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 bom, bom. Oh, nice. You can see some of our tiles, our counters, like our units, icons switching over as we upgrade to the new modern tanks. That's fun. Do. And yeah, they're attempting counteroffensives here. They are woefully unsuccessful. Good stuff. Hey, we got a second thingamabob. Let's have him come help us in the south. Do. Is it just me or have they just weakened their defensive cologne? I think it's just me. Do. Okay, there's the airbase captured. Room for 1,200 here. Let's get you guys in here. And let's remove the Balkans plane detachment. Still holding here, fine. I mean, they are pushing it, but we're holding it for now. Romanians got to be feeling pretty good about themselves right now. The men that pushed back the Soviet tank force. Let's hold here. Don't want to give them too easy an avenue for a counteroffensive. Alright, how are we doing now? Alright, that's 1%. We haven't taken any victory points yet, so it's not bad. Innsbruck is 5. Bitburg's 1. It's 5. 5. We're going to have to take Vienna. We could go cheeky. We could be like, hey. How about we paradrop? No, it's not tanks. I was going to say, how about we just paradrop in there, but sadly, I think that would break the rules. I don't know why I'm pushing them here. I was thinking, like, we're about to encircle them, but of course the Italian border is right there, and if we push them to the Italian border, the Italians will start helping them. But this does allow us to shift the air war into Italy. Hey, Czechoslovakia, they totally want your Sudetenland still. You should join me. Alright. Looks like we are managing to push in here, so maybe Vienna. That's a pinning attack, obviously, I just launched there, in case that wasn't obvious. Maybe Vienna will not be such a pain. Just if we could just snake to Vienna, because Vienna is 30 victory points, that would probably be enough. And yeah, Innsbruck, obviously, would also be nice, but mountains are pretty tough. Pretty tough to take. We have some with coverage here. You guys fly down here. Yeah, the mountain, the improved air conditions we have down here are making this push much simpler. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, there are troubling numbers of Germans around here, though. If we could just push through. If we could just take Vienna and then have them capitulate, that would be glorious. Still holding fine in the east. Come on, stop there. Oh god, don't get encircled though. We'll retreat some reinforcements in. Plug that gap. Come on, to Vienna! I believe. These offensives are not working. Hold them. They're retreating south. Come on. Come on. God, they're moving so slowly. Just because it's snowy forest, it's a blizzard with deep snow. Come on. No excuse. Roll the tanks. Oh dear. Not exactly the optimal division to be using in these conditions. God, they're so slow. They must be moving at minimum speed, surely. Yeah, 1 kilometer an hour. My god. Oh, hey, we got him there. Wow, that must have just been through might of plains. Give me everything you can over the Alpine region. Do not allow them to reinforce south. Come on. To Vienna. I believe in the Vienna capitulation. Come on, 97%. Come on. Come on. We're doing it. Yes. Tanks only, baby. Boom. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the German Reich has capitulated. The liberation of Paris. Boom. The Steel Union stands victorious. Did we seize all their planes? Did we get many planes out of that? No, none, in fact. What? That seems really weird. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It took 800,000 Soviet casualties, killed 3.4 million Germans. This thing thinks we lost 1.75. I think that's because this doesn't account for trickleback, maybe, but we lost 20,000 tanks to do it. Not counting the 1,000 we lost to attrition. Sorry, we lost 3,000 to oh, those are enemy combat losses. Yeah. Not counting the, yeah, kind of 4,000 we lost to attrition. Oh, baby. We did it. That was much, much harder than in the previous versions. Supply was one part of it, but also the AI is a lot more powerful than it used to be. A lot smarter. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I will save. If you really want me to carry on from here, let me know, but I think we're probably going to move on to Pastures New, and I will see you all in the next series. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.